Hello. Today we're going over section 1.4, modeling with linear functions. Problem number 2. You have 885 decorative bricks delivered to your house and set down in your driveway. You need to move all the bricks to your backyard. You move a few bricks by hand and quickly decide that will take forever. So you go buy a wheelbarrow to haul the rest. You decide to pace yourself by hauling 5 wheelbarrows full of bricks each hour. After 3 hours, you determine that you have moved 245 bricks to the backyard. After 8 hours, you find you have moved 645 bricks to the backyard. How many bricks an hour are you moving using the wheelbarrow? This value is the slope of your linear equation. How do you figure out the slope? Remember, when discussing the slope, we need to find the change in y over change in x. So remember, this is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Do you have two ordered pairs? All right. So it tells us right here, after 3 hours, you have moved 245 bricks. Can you figure out your units? So that slope is going to be the number of bricks moved per hour. This is the y value. This is the x value. All right. Bricks per hour. Can I write some ordered pairs? After 3 hours, so that's the x value, I will have 245 bricks. That's the y value. And then after 8 hours, the x value, you've moved 645 bricks, the y value. Boom. Now we have a couple of ordered pairs on that equation of our line that we're modeling. Can I use these two ordered pairs to find the slope? Yes. So I plug that into the equation. So 645 minus 245 over 8 minus 3. Okay, so that would be 400 over 5. And this tells me that I am moving 80 bricks per hour using the wheelbarrow. How many bricks had you moved by hand before you started using the wheelbarrow? This value is the y-intercept of your linear equation. So, how do I find the y-intercept? You know that you're moving 80 bricks per hour. If you went 3 hours, so 80 times 3, that's 240, but you moved 245 bricks. If you went 8 hours, so 80 times 8, that's 640, but you moved 645 bricks. So that extra 5 bricks, that's where you began. You already had 5 bricks moved by hand to the backyard. So I moved 5 bricks by hand before I used the wheelbarrow. Is there another way to figure that out? Of course, we can do that algebraically. If you look at the equation of your line, y equals mx plus b. We know the slope is m, but we don't know where did I begin. You can plug in either one of these ordered pairs to solve for b. Let's just use the first one. So 245 equals 80 times 3 plus b. This would be 240. You subtract it from both sides, and you see that b equals 5. So you can kind of think about what's happening and see what makes sense. You can always use algebra to plug in the ordered pair that will make this statement true and solve for b. So when you're working with lines, find the slope first, plug in any ordered pair, and find that y-intercept. Now, can you write a linear equation to represent this? We're just not going to use x and y all the time in the real world. Let's use letters that model what we're looking at. They want you to use q of t for the quantity of bricks moved. So that's the y value, and t for hours. What's our model here? Q of t equals the slope, which is 80, times the time, which is t, plus the beginning point of 5 bricks in the backyard. Once you have your model, then they can ask you to solve for either variable. Tell me how many bricks or tell me how much time. Okay, let's see what they're asking. Find the value of t, so I'm looking for time, when q of t is 885. You just plug it in and solve for the other. So 885 equals 80t plus 5. I subtract the 5, so 880 equals 80t. And now I divide by 80, so t equals 11. Find the value of t. So once I've moved 885 bricks, which is all of them, how long will it take? We're talking about hours. So after using the wheelbarrow for 11 hours, I will have moved all the bricks to the backyard. I hope you're starting to see this template and this pattern. The slope is the rate of change. It involves 2 units. In this case, moving the bricks over time. Once you find the slope from 2 ordered pairs, then you can write the equation of your line, substituting an ordered pair in to find the y-intercept. Then you can use that to write your slope-intercept form of the line. Remember, we love the slope-intercept form, y equals mx plus b. B is where you begin, where your initial value, one-time down payment, etc. And m is how you move, that rate of change. X and y are variables that will change over time. Thank you so much. See you next time.